my Positive Grid Spark 40 amp died. And so I had a run-in with customer service, and how they treated me was actually pretty unbelievable. So in this video, I'll go through that insane experience and stick around to the end to see if what they sent me as a peace offering is actually worth anything. All right, this is the Axe, let's go. All right guys, welcome back to the Axe Guitar Channel, your one-stop shop for tremolo tips and tricks. My name is Nick, and today I really want to talk about how guitar companies are treating their customers like in this online era when things go wrong. I had an experience where my Spark 40 amp basically died and it couldn't do what it was advertised to do. And so I went through the proper customer service channels and it was pretty bonkers. So some background, I use Positive Grid products like the Spark 40 amp because just with content creation, it's really easy. It's got amp models and presets that get me going right away. And then also you can direct out from a USB like into your phone, or you can use it as an interface. So the bones of the actual Spark 40 amp is really amazing and it's great for content creation. But anyways, let's get to the story. So I wake up one morning to start making some content, turn on the Spark 40 amp, it works, but it doesn't give me anything like any output. I can hear it through the native speakers and like the amplifier speakers, but it won't output to my phone. It won't Bluetooth to where I can change any of the presets, and it won't connect to Bluetooth period. And then also it won't direct out onto my phone, which is how I make my videos. All right, so as you can see, we flip the amp on and these lights are on, which is great, right? But then when we come around this way, no Wi-Fi light, nothing. And it won't connect to my phone, to my iPad, and it won't direct out from USB to my computer. So yeah. I went and visited the Positive Grid website, and they give you a lot of support in terms of like what to try, turning the amp on and off, trying to reset the Bluetooth, trying to reset the like presets, doing a hard reset. They do give you a lot of resources, and I tried all of those and it just did not work. I even went to Reddit, which usually knows everything, or at least has someone that has an opinion on everything, and there was no thread for what my problem was, which was like the amp would play, but there would be no Bluetooth capability and no direct out for the USB. Also, when it would play just through the amps, when I would start to fiddle with the actual hardware dials, they would freeze. So then I'd eventually get this like half dialed in tone, which was really horrible. So then I started my own Reddit thread on like the Positive Grid subreddit and just about this issue. And I only had one person being like, yeah, that happened to me too. And that was really it. So this was either a unique problem or just something that wasn't happening very often. So from there, I went on the Positive Grid website, and then I actually put in a support request like a good customer, right? Imagine that. They do a good job of like filtering through any BS. You gotta basically register your device, put in the serial number, prove that you really bought this, and then also I think you have to register about where you bought it, like either on Amazon or on the Positive Grid website. So then I put the request in, and then crickets for like a week. Seriously, like I'm sitting here with a dud amp thinking I'm gonna have to buy an entire new one. Like the Spark 2 was coming out, so I'm like, do I pre-order that? Like, like what's going on? Finally, at about 7 days, I get a response from a customer service representative, and sorry for the inconvenience, blah, 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 this doesn't usually happen. Please provide me your order number, and so we can look up the warranty status. And then while you're waiting, try these steps, which was copied and pasted from the website that I already tried. And they're like, let us know if this works. I instantly replied, I'm like, it doesn't work. Here's my number. Here's my warranty, everything. Now, unfortunately for me, it had been 2 years since I bought the amp. Warranty status was completely void. Like it was out of date by a year. So I couldn't get any relief that way. So after I replied, just trying to fix this amp, hard resetting it, trying different power chords, things like that, this amp was still just not working. I mean, I could play out of it, but the tones were just horrible. I couldn't dial them in. I had to hard reset it, and the native tones that come on the Positive Grid before you start modding them are not so great, at least for like metal and shredding and guitar leads. So I actually got a reply relatively shortly after I replied to the customer service associate, And they were like, oh, you know, I'm really sorry you're having this problem. We reviewed your file. I didn't know they kept files on us, and we're going to actually replace your amp free of charge. I was like, did I hear that right? And so I read the email like several more times, and then it's true. They are offering me a new amp. I mean, the email reads like this. After reviewing your case information, we can confirm that your amplifier has run into an internal hardware issue. I would say so. However, after a thorough review of your case, we have identified an opportunity to improve your experience. Man, this is the treatment right here. As a part of our commitment to delivering the best quality products to customer satisfaction, we are pleased to announce that we will be replacing your current amplifier with a brand new one, absolutely free of charge. So at this point, I think it's too good to be true. They asked for basically all of my information to complete the process, which I'm pretty sure I lost my identity, but you know, that's another video. They sent me a very suspicious looking label that was for prepaid FedEx down to Kentucky. And I don't think that's where Positive Grid is. So hoping that's where the repair shop is. And with faith, I just shipped it off and then said, hey, I shipped you my amp. Can you see it? And then about 2 days later, I got a response saying, hey, yeah, we noticed that your amp was shipped. It's on its way. And we've actually already rearranged shipment of your new amp. Expect it in, you know, like 3 to 5 business days or something like that. And guys, I can confirm. They sent me something, and it looks like the shape of a Spark amp. So let's open this up together. All right, here we go. Another box. So can confirm they sent me a replacement Spark 40. How did this happen? Has anybody else had this experience where they just replace something out of warranty and they're just like, here you go. It's crazy. They did it. They sent me a whole new amp just like that. Now, before I get all mushy and thank Positive Grid for the experience and sending me an amp, let's plug it in because you never know. These are digital products. They don't always work perfectly. So let's plug it in and see if we can at least get it rolling. All right, so we've got the amp here ready to go. Let's turn it on, see if it turns on. And then the big thing is, let's see if it connects to Bluetooth and go from there. Plug this bad boy in. There we go. Does it turn on? Ooh, look at that. Oh, and we have a Bluetooth light. We have a Bluetooth light. That was the problem last time. Okay, let's see if this thing actually connects. All right, here we go. Searching, connecting. Fully connected. Whoa. Okay, so it's connected. Let's see if it will actually play. I'm gonna plug in a guitar and we'll see how it sounds. And we'll test the direct USB out to my DAW and you'll hear the audio there and then we'll see. All right, so we're plugged in, it's on. Let's see if we can get some tone out of this bad boy. Let's see. We're in. All right, guys, it works perfectly. I mean, I'm really happy with what they sent me. And, you know, I just want to thank Positive Grid for the resolution on this. Like, this is how you should treat your customers. The background information, I don't know if they sent me this and replaced my old amp because of my presence on social media. I have no idea. That was never discussed. But I have a feeling that wasn't it. That's just, I think it was an internal software error that they needed to fix. So thank you guys. I hope you take this I hope you all out there take this into consideration when you go buy like a Positive Grid product. Keep them in mind. They seem like a very good company. And then with that said, if you like the content today, just subscribe below so you don't miss any videos like this. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.